welcome to a week in my life working 9 to 5. As you can tell, I am not in London. I woke up today in Paris. I'm here for work, and I figured it would make sense to film this week because it is a bit of an unusual week, a bit more of an exciting week. We're kicking off a project, and today we are in Paris to do some research. I do a lot of experiential design in my new role, particularly for retail. So some trucks. So I'm going to go and meet my colleague now at a local cafe. Well, not local to us, local to this hotel. And then we are going to check out a few stores in the Third, and then we're going to head over to the Champs-Élysées. There is one disappointment I have about being in Paris on Monday today, and that is the fact that I'm staying on the same street as my favorite boulangerie, but it is closed on Mondays. Also, I realize I pretty much said we're going shopping today, and that's a work day. But it really is. We are looking at all the design elements of a different store, the different experiences they offer their consumers, and yeah, we're like really unpacking the consumer journey and the flow of people through those spaces as well, and how they engage with the storytelling and everything that's going on inside those spaces. I am back home. I've just had a shower and I feel so nice and clean, and it's so good to be back in my own space. Today was a really fun day. It was incredibly energizing. I learned so much. We had such good discussions. This type of day where we do a lot of, I guess, immersive research, it can seem like very time consuming when you're in your office and behind your computer and you've got so many other tasks to do. To have that opportunity to do it today on this project, I was just reminded of how incredibly helpful it is, and in the long run is going to make a huge impact and a huge difference on the project. I've got so much buzzing on in my head. Good morning, it's Tuesday. I'm headed into the office today. I had planned to work from home because of being out and about yesterday, but I forgot that a colleague from Amsterdam is in town today and we have a working session together, and it will just be like way easier to do in person. So I'm gonna go in. I might cycle in today because I have a pretty busy day, and then I have to get home. I want to cook dinner at home because we have a bunch of meal kits I want to get through, and then I'm going out to meet a friend to go to a comedy gig situation. We regrouped in the studio. We updated the team that weren't able to come to Paris about like our findings and what we learnt, And then we had a big old working session for quite a few hours to figure out the ways of working and the different work streams that we would be delivering over a 6-month period, so a very chunky amount of time. And there's kind of 3 different project leads, from strategy to experience and 3D to brand. So we all kind of have to input what we need to do in the project, what our different timelines are for delivering different tasks, as well as how to stagger all of that given we've got so many moving parts. So it was a pretty chunky meeting, but very, very effective and very efficient being in person, much easier to have conversations together. So I snapped my nail today and it's like really hurting. So I'm going to actually get it quickly removed, well, all the nails removed, on my way to the Bill Murray Comedy Club. So goodbye nails. And then I went to this comedy show with my friend Tolga, and the person we saw is Rose Matafeo, and she wrote and starred in a show I love called Starstruck. So it was really funny, really good night. Good morning. It is Wednesday. It's 7:30 and I haven't been for a run in a few days, so I'm gonna go do that. Get some of those old endorphins. Let's do it. I have gone for my run and I have showered, and now I'm going to start the work day. So Wednesdays tend to be working from home days for me, and if I can keep my meetings to a minimum, it's especially great because I can get a lot of heads down work done. So that's what I'll be doing today, lots of staring at the computer. Now I'm going to get into my work day. Today I have to get together a bunch of different insights from our research. So obviously we did the kind of IRL research on Monday, but we've also been doing a lot of desktop research in terms of like consumer trends and different things that are happening in the world. And I've got to put all of that into a report that we will share with the client next week. Definitely one of my favorite parts about working from home, as I'm sure many other people agree, is being able to do my washing. For lunch today, I'm going to make a meal kit. We've been trying a bunch of different meal kits here in the UK to figure out which one we like the most. But last week, on our final week of like trying all the different meal kits, we had Mindful Chef, and essentially I cancelled it, but they'd already sent our box, or there was some kind of clerical error where they still sent out the box. They didn't charge us kindly, but that meant we got Plant Hood arriving with 4 meals and Mindful Chef arrived with 5. So we have 9 meals in the kitchen, and we are leaving on Saturday. So yeah, we've got like a lot of food to get through. So in the morning, like I mentioned, I was working on this insights deck and pulling together all the different research we have and picking out the high level, best in class things we need to know for the workshop that we have with the client next week. And then this afternoon, I have had a few meetings. I checked in with the core team about a research ting we're doing tomorrow. So essentially we're doing the same thing we did in Paris on Monday, but here in London. But yeah, also I noticed, well, you would have noticed, I've been working on the couch all day, and that is because Liam has been running a remote workshop in the room and like desperately needed the screen today. That said, I do love sitting on the couch sometimes to work. I think it can be very relaxing, like I can get into the zone really easily. But yeah, we make do with a 1-bedroom flat in London and make it work as best we can. Okay, so I'm gonna log off soon. I'm just gonna wrap up a few final things and then we'll do Wednesday evening. Good morning, it is Thursday. Today I am off to do this research with a few of my colleagues. We're headed to a few different stores in London to check out what they're up to, see the different experiences or services and how they're displaying product and things like that. Then after that, we're going to head back into the studio. I've got an interview with one of our stakeholders on the new project. We always love to do stakeholder interviews at the beginning of projects because it's a really crucial time, I guess, to get different people's opinions from within the business, understand their ambitions, what they want to get out of the project, and just also from the brand or business more generally. And also just to like put a face to a name and put our faces to names and contextualize like that we are this studio coming in to work with them and collaborate with them. And then I've got to come back to Broadway Market and pick up my friend's keys because she's moving to London really soon, which is the most exciting thing ever. And that is the Thursday. So I'm going to head over there now. We're meeting in Covent Garden. I think I'm going to get the bus. I don't usually get the bus, but feels like the right day for it because the sun is out and it just is nice to sit and watch the world go by. Back from work. It's a very big day, lots going on. I am going to go for a run now to run it out, run the day off. And Liam's gonna come with me. We will also go and pick up that key of my friend's that I need to pick up. So yeah, win-win-win. Run is done and now we're going to cook dinner. We have plant hood tonight. We're going to make this miso and ginger noodle broth. Good morning, it is Friday. We are on the 5th and final day of my working week. TGIF. What have we got on today? We've got a few meetings, to be honest. Got a big meeting day, which, you know, don't always love to have a lot of meetings on a Friday, but it is what it is, especially when we've got a client-facing like workshop happening next week. It is a grey day outside, so I guess it's nice to be inside and working. Look at me trying to spin that. Last night I painted my nails purple. I love that it matches my shirt today, so, you know, I can bring the joy here. Okay, let's get into the day. This morning, my day is starting pretty early. It's starting at 8 a.m., because we have a stakeholder interview and this was just the only time we could get with them. So I am up and at it, checking the questions, just making sure everything is good to go. And then I have a few back-to-back meetings afterwards. One with the project team where we're just like reviewing the work. One with kind of our internal strategy team where we just have like these bi-weekly check-ins. And then another with the really core internal project team to do like a working session together and continue working on the stuff we're going to be sharing next week. So that is what I'm up to. Okay, so just wrapped up all of those meetings. Lots of back-to-backs, very Charlie XCX coded. Now it is lunchtime and I'm going to go make another, wait for it, meal kit because we have so many to get through. Hi. Hi, sweet one. We decided we didn't want to eat another meal kit and we wanted to get out and about and leave the house. So we are going to check out a new cafe restaurant situation that we've been wanting to see. Food was great, the fit out was beautiful. It's always nice to be in such a new, fresh space, and there were so many thoughtful design details. Okay, so it is Friday afternoon, very exciting. We are going to do a bit of a collaborative working session online with my colleagues for us to just work together on some stuff. So instead of kind of working it out on your own, trying to figure out what language to use or using only your own brain, there'll be 3 of us bouncing off of each other. So we'll all be coming at this from a similar grounding of information, but also obviously we have our own individual thoughts and we also have different areas of the business that we kind of represent. So it's really good to bounce these things off with other people instead of just like going round and round in circles in your own head. And it's also kind of nice, I guess, to round out the Friday with some human interactions. Hello, hello. All right, let's do this. Final push on the Friday. Okay, that is me all wrapped up for the week. We have finished off the working session. We've got a pretty good deck coming together and I am now going to log off. Yay! Now we head into the weekend and it's actually pretty exciting. We're going to Copenhagen tomorrow, so I am stoked. I love Copenhagen. I gotta pack tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming along for a work week in my life. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really helps the channel. And I hope you have a good time wherever you are. Bye.